So let's consider letters for the staff and or state. So the last time we met, we were on this topic, clef. I said I only want to introduce clef briefly so that I can let us know how we discover the letters on the lines and the staves. Now, we said treble clef is also called G clef. And I said that in the diagram of treble clef, if you look at it very well, it looks like G. And that is why we call it G clef. Some people said, well, I don't want to go there. Just let me illustrate our knowledge here. Now, let me write let me draw the staff. This is staff. Let me draw the staff. Don't forget our diagram for treble clef. Look like G. This is the diagram. Now, if you want to start the drawing of this diagram inside this staff, if I want to start the drawing of this diagram inside this staff, I'm going to start from the second line. Is it? Can you see it? So we must always start from where? From the second line. This is going to call the second line. You know, some people ask this question that why do we start from the second line? You understand? And my answer is, why do we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G? How do we discover A? How do we know that A is A and B is B? You understand? So some textbooks will tell you that generic name for this clef is G clef. That this line, this second line is what? Is G. So some textbooks will tell you that the origination of this clef starts from the second line. And because the clef is called G clef, automatically the second line is what? Is G. Ladies and gentlemen, this second line is called line G. Line G. So I want us now to use our common sense to think of, if we have letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G in music. Letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G in music. Now, we start from G. Normally, our English alphabet starts from A and it ends at Z. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. If you are to read the letters backward, it's going to be Z, Y, X, and so on. Now, look at this. If this is line G, you understand? What is going to be this space? What's going to be this line, and so on? But let me stop here. The treble clef, this treble clef has not been placed on this staff. So, and this line is what is called line G. So, this second line is called line G because the drawing of this treble clef starts from the second line. Some scholars said the second line is the origination of the drawing of the clef. Automatically, it makes the line to be called line G. Now, if this line is line G, let us consider something. There's what we call ascending and descending in music. Ascending, descending. When you are ascending, that is, you are going up. When you are descending, you are what? Going down. Now, look at this. A, reading of alphabet. If you are ascending, you read forward. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you are descending, you read backward. It's going to be G what? G, F, E, D, C, B, A. This is ascending, and this is what? Descending. Ascending and descending. Now, here we are to what? To ascend. That is, we are going up. We are climbing what? We are climbing the staircase. Now, can someone just tell me what is going to happen to the immediate space after the second line? Now, if the second line is G, you understand? And we are still going up, it means we are going to come back to A and stand from A. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on. So here, if this is G, here we got A. The following line will be B. This place will be C, D, E, and F. That is the ascending. Starting from G. So this place we got A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, descending, before G we have letter F. Before letter F we have letter E. And before letter E we have letter T. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how we extract the letters for each line and space. Each line and what? And space on the staff. On this staff. So let me stop here for today. So if you have any question, don't hesitate to send your question to this number +234 17 32 501 74. Just send your message, your questions there. I'm going to reply you. That's my WhatsApp number. I'm going to reply you. Always ask and you shall what? You shall receive. Thank you.